Welcome to Sethtra Academy, where we decode the financial truths the world hides in plain sight. Today, I'll tell you something most experts won't admit. The market is not a level playing field. You think everyone's trading the same asset at the same time with the same data. You're wrong. Because in reality, some people don't play with price. They play with knowledge. They see what you can't. They know what you'll react to before you even click buy. This is called information asymmetry, the quiet, invisible edge that separates the powerful few from the hopeful many. Imagine the global market as a pyramid. At the very top, you have the insiders, institutions, funds, policymakers, and data firms. They move billions of dollars before headlines even move words. In the middle, you'll find the professionals, analysts, brokers, and hedge fund traders who are skilled at reading between the lines. And at the base? That's where retail investors are, the crowd. They are the last to react. They provide the liquidity. It's not because they're unintelligent, it's because they're late. The system was designed that way. Let me tell you a story. In 2016, a small commodities trader in Singapore received an internal report about an oil storage glitch before it hit the news. He quietly bought futures contracts. 48 hours later, the news broke and the price of oil spiked by 12%. That is information asymmetry in action. Now imagine the millions of traders who bought after the news broke, celebrating what they thought was a smart move. In reality, they were just providing the liquidity for those who knew first. The early bird doesn't get the worm. The informed bird gets the entire field. In our digital era, this asymmetry isn't just about insider news. It's about algorithmic access. Large funds pay millions of dollars for data feeds that arrive milliseconds faster than yours. Their AI scanners can read tweets, analyze public sentiment, and execute trades before a human can even blink. So when you think you're reacting fast to a news alert, they are already reacting to your reaction. This isn't a conspiracy theory, it's just infrastructure. So why does any of this matter to you? You can't fight against faster machines or insider reports, but you can outthink emotion. The crowd loses not because it's small, but because it's emotional. The few win not only because they have better information, but because they have discipline. That's where your real edge begins. It's not in knowing what's going to happen next, but in knowing how you'll respond when it does. When the crowd sees green candles, it feels safe and rushes in. When it sees red, it panics and sells. That emotional response is also data that is harvested, tracked, and traded against you. Every click you make, every post you write, every panic-filled comment contributes to a behavioral map. And guess who owns that map? Not you. The system studies your reactions more deeply than you study your own charts. If you don't control your behavior, someone else will profit from it. The elite don't guess. They prepare. They use asymmetric information not to gamble, but to position themselves strategically. They read central bank minutes before they're made public. They analyze satellite images of factory lights to estimate production output. They measure online search volumes to spot trends before they appear. While the crowd is busy scrolling for tips, the few are quietly designing the future. But you can fight back. You don't need their access, you need their approach. First, stop reacting emotionally. The later you act on emotion, the faster they profit from your move. Second, study the cause, not just the noise. Learn what drives market events, not just what follows them. Third, develop a framework. A consistent system will always beat random guesses. Focus on the quality of your information, not the quantity. 10 clear truths are worth more than 1,000 rumors. And finally, train your patience. The fewer moves you make, the fewer mistakes they can exploit. The real asymmetry isn't in data. It's in discipline. The few may start with an advantage, but over time, discipline beats access. Why? Because the greatest form of wealth isn't secret information, it's clarity of mind. That's something no algorithm can replicate. No insider can buy it. No billionaire can patent it. It belongs only to those who train their perception. If you want to stop being the last to know, if you want to build a mind that sees beyond the headlines, then it's time to think differently. At Sethtra Academy, we don't sell predictions. We teach perception. We train you to see what others miss, to understand markets, emotions, and the psychology behind information. The few win because they understand the game. The wise win because they understand themselves. Join Sethtra Academy, where clarity becomes your new unfair advantage. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more insights.